Hey guys, this is Gene Jensen. Today I'm going to do something pretty cool. What I've got here is I've got my very first mystery tackle box. And what Mystery Tackle Box is a subscription-based company. You subscribe and they send you a box of tackle each month. And in this box is usually between, around $20 worth of tackle. And it only costs you about $15 a box. So it's a pretty good deal. Now, the reason they do this, or the idea behind this, is to introduce people to new tackle. And it is it's a cool way of maybe finding your favorite bait or your new go-to lure and things like that. It's usually got a couple of hard baits in it, a crankbait or spinner bait or something else. It's usually got some hard baits in it, and it's usually got soft plastics. Or should I say it's always got hard baits in it, it's always got soft plastics. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to challenge myself, and I'm calling this the Mystery Tackle Box Ultimate Unboxing Challenge. And I'm going to open up this box right here in the boat. I'm going to take the tackle out, I'm going to introduce it to you, and then I'm going to go out on this lake and see if I can catch fish on each one of the tackle. It's either going to be a great success or an epic fail. It was 30 degrees this morning, so we'll figure out how good this is going to be. Anyway, let me get everything set up. I'm going to open this up, I'm going to show you the tackle, and then we'll go from there. All right, let's see what's in it. Right. Oh, cool. All right. Now, what I've got here is I've got a Seville bull crank. This is a square bill crankbait, kind of small, natural color. It looks like it's a shad color, which should work okay in this lake. These are pretty cool baits. They've got a little their weighting system is really low. Let me do this without cutting my hand. They got a weight. Their center of gravity is low on this bait, which makes it track a little bit better in the water. It doesn't require a whole lot of tuning most of the time. But nice little tiny crankbait, man. That'll whack them. You see right here, it's got the center of gravity. The weight's right here. It's fairly heavy. It looks like it'll cast pretty good. I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's one. The second hard bait. Oh, cool. This is the River to Sea Crystal Spin. Chartreuse spinner bait. Boy, that's gonna be a challenge in this water. I got clear water. Maybe we'll be able to find some stained water somewhere to fish this in. But anyway, nice little spinner bait. This isn't really a spinner bait lake. We'll see how that goes. Z-Man crawdads. It's got green pumpkin with orange claws. I haven't tried elastic baits in years. I fished them a long time ago. And they're really stretchy. They last a long time on the hook. The only thing I have a problem with is that they don't, JJ's Magic doesn't work with them. JJ's Magic, because of the different type of plastic, they dissolve in JJ's Magic. But it's got orange claws. I don't need to dye it. I just like that I like the smell of the garlic on JJ's Magic. These don't have a scent. But we'll see how it works with that. This is a good time of year to use something with orange claws. It's early spring. And one of my favorite bait companies, is Rage Tail, and this is the new Recon worm. It's an 8-inch worm. It's got a real long sickle tail with that great Rage Tail flange. Okay, and you see this little tab right here. It comes tabbed up like that, and that's so that's how they do it at the factory. It makes it to where it'll mold a little bit better and package a little bit easier. You just break that tab off. It's got the ribbed body, which gives it a lot of action. That'll be pretty cool. I'll try something on that. Put it on a jig head or something and swim it. Looks like green pumpkin with blue flake. So you get a sample pack of that. There's three in there. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 baits. I got to catch 4 fish on 4 different baits today. Ha! Let's see how that goes. We got some hooks. These look like 5/0 VMC wide gap hooks. VMC makes some pretty good hooks. A pack of 8 VMC hooks is $3.49. A pack of 7 Recon worms, Rage Tail Recon worms, are $5 a piece, $4.99. The Z-Man craws are $5.49 for a pack of 6. This spinnerbait's worth $7.49. and this crankbait is it retails for $6.95. So pretty good. We'll see what I can do. Who knows? I'm up for the challenge. All right, I've got everything rigged up. Let me show you what I've got. I have got the Rage-Tail Recon worm. What I've done is I put it on a Carolina rig, little short leader Carolina rig. It's springtime, the grass isn't really tall, and nothing's gonna get in the way. I like a short leader Carolina rig. I've got it on I think it's a 3/0 or it's a 3/0 light wired, extra wide gap hook. I like a small hook on a big worm. The bigger the hook, the less action you get out of the worm. I dipped that tail in a little bit of JJ's Magic Chartreuse, just a confidence thing for me. Then the next one I've got the Z-Man, the Z-Man Crawdads. I rigged it on what's called a creeper. It's a greenfish tackle creeper head. Good little bait. It's you just throw it up and drag it around. It's a dragging bait. That's why it's called a creeper. Throw it up on the points, up on hard bottom places, and just drag it real slow, and should be able to get something to bite if I can find them in that spot. Now on for the river to sea spinner bait, it's a 3/4 ounce, and I normally would throw a 3/4 ounce on a medium heavy moderate, but I didn't put one in the boat. Didn't think I was going to get something this heavy in a spinner bait, but I'll know next time. Anyway, so I put it on a medium heavy extra fast, which is about the next best thing. It's got enough backbone to set the hook on that spinner bait. We'll use that as a search bait. And then my other search bait is going to be this Sebile bull crank. I'm excited about this. I've heard some good things about this crankbait. I'm going to use it as to cover water and to just look for fish and try to get a reaction strike. I've put it on a medium action Duckett Micro Magic crankbait rod, cranking rod. It's a Revo SC. This was the old Cabela's model that they had when they first came out with Revos, or a year or so after they came out with Revos. And then I put I've geared it down to a 5.3-to-1, and then I've put a hog's handle on it from these are made down in Florida in somebody's garage. It's a carbon fiber handle. And that's my setup. It's all I got on the boat. It's all I got on the deck. I've got everything else put away, every rod put away, all my tackle, and only thing out right now is my lure retriever right here behind me. And I'm gonna go fishing. See what happens. Like I said, it's either gonna be a fail or a success. We'll see. There's one on the bull crank. Not a big one. Sweet. Sharp hooks. Not a big one, a little bitty one. Pretty cool. I was just jerking it just a little bit and bass hit it. Paused it and did a little jerk and he wailed on it. Pretty good. Oh gosh. Oh man, it's a good one. Guys, I let this recon worm sit in this brush pile for about 3 minutes. My goodness. Look at that fish. She's probably a good 5.5, getting ready to spawn. She's sitting out here in this little brush pile in the middle of this pocket, waiting to move up to spawn. Not quite warm enough to do that. And what I did is I took this recon worm and I was throwing it at on a Carolina rig, and I switched it to a Texas rig so I could get into that brush pile a little bit better. I threw it in there. I'm probably going to have to cut this video because I let it sit there for a good 3 minutes. And look at that. She's been caught before. Huh. A while ago. Look at that. 5-pound fish. I'm going to let her go real quick. There she goes. It has been a tough day. I'm going to keep going. I may have to end it early, but I don't think so. My buddy just blew his lower unit up on the north end of the lake, and hopefully he's okay. He says he's fine. Somebody's towing him in, so he said I don't have to come up and help him. So I'm going to keep trying to do this. So right now I've got one on the crankbait, one on the bull crank, the Sebile bull crank, and one on the recon worm. So we'll see. I love some rage tail. It's one of my confidence companies. So, all right, let me see what else I can try to fish with. Oh gosh. Oh no, he might not be too big. Oh yeah, not a bad fish. Caught this one on that Z-Man crawdads. The one with the little orange claws. This is gonna be my last fish of the day. I've got to go. It has been a tough day, and what a challenge. Not a little bad little fish. I used that little VMC hook that came in the box. I used this the Z-Man crawdads. Got a nice little keeper fish. Well, I'm gonna let him go. All right, last cast. I'll probably get it hung up. Huh. Well, the only bait I did not catch a fish on today, I had 4 options, and the only one I didn't catch one on was the river to sea spinnerbait. And my theory is that the water's not muddy enough. This is a chartreuse spinnerbait with gold blades. I really like it. It was hard. You didn't get it hung up in cover. Had a nice vibration, everything else. I feel like that if I would have found some muddy water, which I know where some is, but it's 22, 23 miles north of here, I'm not going to make that run. But I feel like if I'd have found some muddy water and started banging it up against cover and over some brush piles, I'd have got a fish on it. But it just was the wrong color, I think. The first one I caught a fish on today was the Sebile bull crank. I really was impressed with it. I mean, it was tough fishing this morning. The water was cold. I probably could have caught a lot more fish on this crankbait this morning, or if I'd have fished it the rest of the day. I did miss one fish on it, but I got that little one. Got some teeth marks on the bait. That's always good. And it tracked good right out of the box, everything else. Really impressed with this one. I'm glad they sent it to me. Next fish I caught it on the recon worm, and I dipped the recon worm in some JJ's Magic, give it a little garlic scent, give it a little color in this water. I pitched it. I ended up Texas rigging it using one of the hooks that came with the mystery tackle box. Pitched it into a big brush pile that's in about 6 feet of water in this pocket, and just waited and shook a little bit and shook it a little bit. Literally, it was 3 minutes, and all of a sudden I felt a little tick and I watched the line swim off, and I set the hook. I wish that big fish would have fought a little bit better, but it didn't. It came right into the boat, and you guys saw the rest. But really impressed with it. I love Rage Tail products. You guys who've seen my other videos sure know that I believe in them. And last but not least, the Z-Man. I saw it a minute ago. The Z-Man crawdads in green pumpkin with little orange claws. This was an okay bait. It was tough to get bit on. I finally did on that road bed, but I basically just took the recon worm off and threw this on. Texas rigged it with the same hook. Wasn't a whole lot of action with the claws and stuff like that. I think this would have worked better as like a jig trailer, you know, something like that, or maybe I put a flipping or a punch skirt on there or something, just give it a little bit more action. But that bass sure liked it. You know, I just used the tungsten weight that I had on my Carolina rig this morning because I'm lazy and didn't want to pull one out. But it was a, you know, it was a fairly good day today, successful day today. I wouldn't call this a fail, this challenge a fail, but I sure am worn out. I beat my head to death today trying to figure out how to catch them, or where they were really. But I tell you, if you guys really want to have a lot of fun, pick these up, pick one up, subscribe to Mystery Tackle Box. It is it's a lot of fun to get new lures and try new things out. I would have never tried out, you know, that spinnerbait or that crankbait. I definitely not Z-Man, because, you know, I've never been a fan of Elastec, but that thing lasted all day. It still looks like it just came out of the box. So check Mystery Tackle Box out. They've got a discount code on their website. It's like $4.99 or something like that. You get your first box for $4.99. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to my other channel too. My other channel is all about you know, teaching you guys. It's all instructional videos and things like that. It's not a whole lot of promotional stuff. But subscribe to this channel. I do a lot of lure reviews and things like that. And go out on the lake, have some fun, and be sure to have a great day.